Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin here on what would be Christmas Day. So, happy Christmas for those who are celebrating. And let's get right to today's Divine Daily Blast, shall we? We are in a 10-1 Angel Numerology Day. That is all about divine wishes, energy where one thing has already ended and a new story is percolating. There's a divine reverence for being present and completely awake today. I like this because, I don't know if we'll get another 10-1 before the end of the year, but this is a lovely day. It's like it's a bit like sitting with God the Divine and asking God the Divine for a spark of creation, a spark of inspiration. Pull out the World or the Dreamer card if you've got a tarot deck. This is about joyful wishes coming true, seeing far beyond any financial abundance, looking at good health, great wealth, fantastic abundance, all those things. Now, on in the sky, I should say, the moon has entered into that mystical sign of Pisces, and this invokes happy and bright energy. So, have a really good time today. Celebrate with those you love and those you care about. Exercise gratitude wherever you possibly can, but be authentic about it. It's we get gifts from all kinds of places. Some wrapped, some not wrapped. Some gifts we're not really sure we got and why we got them. But either way, be grateful that something happened. You got gifts. You were able to be gifted something. Somebody cared enough about you to send a gift to you. All right, so what else we got? I am wisdom, I am light, I am a star and I shine bright. I am on the right path of the very best divine benevolent outcome in all areas of my life. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am a magical manifester. Oh, yes, I am. Here's a message from Archangel Gabriel. Or Gabrielle. As the angel of communication, I can give you the perfect words for any conversation you need to have. And my smirky side would say, so can Chat GPT. I wonder if Angel Gabriel wasn't behind Chat GPT, because some of that stuff is quite something. I mean, mesmerized. I'm sort of glad for it, and I'm also a little bit wary of it. Like, oh, it almost seems as that thing knows a little bit too much about us. I digress. I express my truth with grace and love. I communicate with confidence and clarity. Now, that last bit, well, actually both of them. I express my truth with grace and love. I believe that to be true for me. And I communicate with confidence and clarity. I don't always communicate with confidence. And I don't think I always communicate with clarity, but other people say I do. So I will take that all the way to the stars and back. But these are good affirmations to invoke the power of Archangel Gabriel, the great announcer, if you will. Melchizedek has been with us all week long, asking us to dip into divine knowledge. Well, perfect week to do that. Give into higher learning. Commit to your vision through study. Study whatever it is you want to study on a spiritual path, a spiritual level. Maybe you want to really communicate with your angels a lot more. Perhaps you want to get to know your guardian angel more and do a little more of that. Maybe you want to invoke the power of God, the creator, the divine, the all that is. Archangel Haniel, bringing us downloads of intuition this week. I trust my intuition and psychic gifts. She's reminding us that nothing's set in stone. And there we can change our intentions. If our life changes, which it does, you can probably rewrite what is to come. But you're receiving information that's going to serve you well. She's the goddess of the moon. All the moon phases, not just when it's full moon. Haniel is the archangel that shines light in the shadows of our adventures, in the shadows of our life. It lets us see things for how they really truly are, and also to get an intuitive angle on any situation that might appear to be a bit confusing. Right, let's see what the fairies have to say. Come on, babies. Oh, I love this card. This reminds me of all the guardian angels of the chakras, the rainbow angels, or the fairies of the chakras, the rainbow fairies. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before you embark upon any spiritual work. So, how wonderful is this? We're working with God the Divine with the 10-1 numerology numbers. We're manifesting magic. We're basically being conjurers, if you will, expressing our truth and grace with love and communicating with confidence and clarity. In other words, if you're putting together or you're putting forth your goals, your dreams, your intentions, your manifestation, your treatments up to the great creator and saying, this is what I'd like to be, this is what I'd like to have, then invoke the fairies of protection in all their glory and all their colors. This card, if I had to put one color in there, it would most definitely be iridescent. There are pinks, blues, violets, greens, yellows, golds, oranges, rose, all of these things. And if I had to give it a visual for you, it would be to close your eyes down, place your feet flat on the floor, and then begin, perhaps with the clock face. Imagine you are sitting in the center of a clock face or a compass, either way, doesn't matter. A clock face, a compass, they have a point, 12 o'clock or north. And you can go to 3 o'clock or east and 6 o'clock or south. 9 o'clock west, you get the picture. And then there are the points in between those points. Now, if you imagine that the straight north of that circle that you are in the middle of, you have the fairy of very pale white light, almost silver. And you can put Archangel Haniel there if you want to, or just the fairy of the crown, the fairy of the sky, the fairy of the stars. And as you work around, you can imagine as you come around towards the eastern side, you begin to come down through the colors of the chakras, the colors of the rainbow. So by the time you get to perhaps 6 o'clock and the south, it sort of becomes this almost greenish, cool colors, aqua, blues. And then it moves on around to the west and becomes more sunsetty, more golden, more oranges, down into the deep reds of roots. And how all of these fairies, with their wonderful billowy outfits and their wings, just form this magical rainbow circle around you, and then you begin to voice with truth and grace and love, communicate with that confidence and that clarity. I hope that was a good visual for you. The ring of protection from the fairies, using a compass or a clock as your template, and sitting in the middle of it. Right, my friends, that's it from me for today. Whatever you're going to do, celebrate. Just celebrate. Celebrate how unique you are, how powerful you really are. And start to conjure up, if you will, all that you wish to have happen in 2026. I'll be back before then, but needless to say, there we go. All right, lots of love to you. Thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and doing all your support. And we'll talk again tomorrow. Big love. Bye for now.